like what noise do you make as your hand's stuck and you kind of see eyeballs and tentacles starting to crawl out of this thing?
Meow. Basically.
Yeah, you just hear a little bit tense of like.
The quizzical morale.
Good chirp.
Okay. Alright.
What royale?
Can I get my short bow since I'm a little ways away?
Yeah, you got a short bow.
Alright.
With that wall being in the way.
Yeah, you might want to come just a little bit closer.
I'll probably get closer.
So you can thread the needle.
Yeah, you got 25 feet speed.
Yeah.
So you can move like
Each
5 squares.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 squares. Okay. So how do I do that?
So you
Move
can,
your character.
you can just
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
There we go.
Okay.
You
You're
want
gonna
to get
climb
on the
table?
I was gonna hide under the. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
try now.
Oh, no, wait, hide under or climb on top?
That's like
I like
partial
that.
cover?
Yeah, so go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I'll go under the table, and that one's for the stealth. That would also.
Let's go D20. Yep.
This one? Okay. Hope this works. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so you still nobody notices you as you kind of slink underneath the table here.
Door line. Door line.
Go ahead and make an attack roll for me with disadvantage because you're having an issue seeing here.
Okay. All right. So
There's
that
no
would be...
active lights
So
in
you're
the
going
room.
to roll your d20 twice.
And take the lower of the two results.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's disadvantage.
Okay. Oh,
No.
5.
Well, roll
Okay.
Not a
again.
good start.
Oh.
Try to hit the table.
The table? Okay. Oh God.
Well, it's a little bit better, so that's a
Yeah.
9.
That's a
Yeah.
9.
But we have to take the lower one.
So you take your 4
5.
It
or
was
your
a 5.
5, and then plus 6
At least
to
it
hit,
was
so
more than
that's
11.
11.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it doesn't hit, but so Emmy, you kind of feel this like wind, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Hello?
You think there? You look down, and you kind of see like an arrow kind of like skitter onto the ground beneath you, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Can I try to see where the... Well, it's not my turn yet. Never mind.
Nope. That way, next we go to Glory. You kind of hear this and saw this like strange arrow just shoot out between the legs here of actually. No, it would have been a straight roll, so this first number would have been. You had advantage for sneak attack, but disadvantage because of dim light. Would have been a straight roll, but the first row was 2 of 1. So yeah.
Doesn't change anything, but just remember that.
What's the
Yeah.
brakes?
Will it cost me anything to look at the arrow and try to figure out the trajectory?
I'd say as a just as a free action, you know that it came from under the table.
You just hear a
The
soft
table that
shit
I'm right next
coming out
to?
from
Yeah.
behind.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
no.
that's great. I'm just gonna hope that's,
Is the table shooting arrows now too?
just like, yeah,
Weird
oh
trap.
god, that's a good point. Like, is the table also a mimic? I'm gonna leave the table alone for a second and go with the one that has eyeballs that's not
Oh,
supposed
fuck.
to have eyeballs.
Oh god, it's blockhead. We gotta stop.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame.
Okay.
And the target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So I don't have to roll anything. And
That is a 7. That's a failure.
woohoo!
Oh.
And it takes 1d8 radiant damage. Wow.
That's a good shit.
It's a
Lollipop.
4.
4. Okay.
Sweet. And I'm just gonna go. Guys, did that table just shoot an arrow?
All right. Next, that brings us to Emmy. You're up. You're kind of your hand's kind of stuck in here, and you're seeing this like thing sort of like reach around towards you.
Okay, buddy. Throw it back off there. Let's see here. I'm gonna cap. What's Thunderwave? Ah, shit. What's Thunderwave again? What's the color?
That's an AoE.
That's an AoE, so
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
but it'd
gonna
be
hit
funny.
all of us.
It would be funny.
I'm gonna do it for
You're
the
not a
lulz.
wizard. This isn't Fireball. Stop.
Yeah.
Can't believe my arrow.
What
What's a
attackers?
15 foot
In the
cube
gym.
from the cell?
Yeah, you can't see, and you're shooting into
Daggers.
blade
What is that
space.
based
How did
on?
it miss?
Harmless daggers. So how what would that roll be?
Are
based
you
on?
throwing it?
It's a stab. Just out of curiosity.
Are they? What are daggers? If he's
They're
stabbing.
they're a finesse weapon, so you can use dexterity or strength.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
good. I could use Dex on those.
I'm currently
Well,
the tank,
That
so-
makes them not useless.
I'm just gonna have to try and
yeah,
swing
I
at
was
it with
gonna
my
say,
sickle.
I was gonna
Okay.
say it
Roll
would
the
work
hit.
better for you.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a 15.
And that's a
That hits.
Okay. Damage.
Oh, it would have. I have to, but I can only really. It would have to be like a double attack thing to actually use both of them, wouldn't it?
Plus.
I guess.
Oh god.
Yeah, you'd have to have.
What was it
two
again? Add for your
actions.
damage.
You'd have to-
You using since it's a finesse weapon, you can add your dexterity modifier and then
That's
whatever's
it?
on the dice. Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 9.
A 9?
hits.
Okay.
Put this down somewhere.
So you kind of hear Emmy just like and try and smack it with the thing.
Smack it
Your
with the
left hand's
sickle.
still kind of stuck and like starting to slowly become like enveloped by this
Oh.
strange stickiness.
Oh well, that's not great.
But you got that as your action. You do anything else with your turn?
Can I try to escape from its weird...
I'd say trying to escape from it would have been an action.
Okay.
We don't have Misty
That's
Step
a lot.
anymore.
We don't! I missed it already.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh god.
If you ever get the opportunity to get Misty Step, fucking take it.
God, no.
Okay. No,
Such a
that's it.
good
That's it. All right. Next we come to Victor. You're up. You kind of see Emmy struggling, and you saw a weird arrow shoot out from underneath the table. What's your train of thought here, bud?
Emmy's still stuck to the thing, so that's gonna have to be my focus right now.
The cat person.
So-
It's just like that, like sticking a piece of tape to a cat, just like their paws are just like, no, I don't like it.
And I don't have the strength to try and pull you back, so sorry, can't really help get you unstuck, but I can
We're
at least
also not
attack the
very
thing that's
strong
holding
group.
you.
Yeah.
I've been trying to decide which spell to use, if I'm honest. It's gonna be a ranged spell attack regardless, I think. Let me see something real quick. Okay, I'm going to attempt Ray of Frost.
Okay.
So that's a ranged spell attack, which
It should be your
this
modifier.
plus spellcasting spell attack bonus.
Yes, it should be your spell attack bonus.
That's 7 plus 6 is
That hits.
13.
Yep.
Okay. So that's 1d8 cold damage. Where's my d8? My d8 double damage. That's a 1, baby.
No.
1 cold damage.
One
One whole cold.
sad little cantrip.
I only
Stop
have I only have but so many spell slots for this thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Cold.
as you
Touch
kind
my
of feel
cold.
like all these different like arcane abilities flying around your head, and you're like you kind of watch as this creature like comes up and starts to like go and
Jesus Christ.
attack against you. It is going to attempt to. Let me see.
Is it a mimic or is it a gelatinous blob?
It is going to attack. It is going to attempt to bite you. Let's see, that is
I don't think gelatinous blobs can bite. They don't exactly have mouths, you know.
No, they
a 17 to hit.
17?
Yes.
Yes.
The level 2, man.
God damn it.
Then again, my AC is 16,
That's
so.
why I'm asking.
I want to
Just
kill
have
the
blood.
face
That's
up
fair.
right now. So
You
maybe
take
I
5
can
points of
as well.
bludgeoning damage
Ouchies.
as you kind of
Bludgeoning?
Twinsies.
yes,
Weird.
or sorry, piercing damage as it kind of like sinks onto you, and then you take 8 points of acid damage as you
Jesus.
feel
What?
this pulse of this like sizzling thing run down your arm as
Okay.
it kind of bites into you.
Ow.
So it does have that in common with a gelatinous cube.
Okay, well that just completely obliterated all of my temporary hit points, so
Oh, that's not great.
So that brings us
forgot
to
you
the
had
top of the
temporary
initiative
hit points.
order. Cal,
it's
you're
a
up.
good thing I had
Okay.
temporary hit points.
Alright, well, shoot. My arrow.
Fire an
It's
arrow!
okay.
That's what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah,
I'd say as a way to improve your chances of hitting things, you could announce to the room your presence and maybe ask for, hey, can somebody turn on a light? if you want
Would
to,
Sacred
or you could
Flame-
just keep
Light
going.
the torch.
Would Sacred Flame have helped at all?
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
say
you-
in the brief glimpse, you kind of got a visual on what the room looks like. You see everything that's in the room, but then it kind of is like that like white flash of just like it's scarred your eyes a little bit, and you know kind of the general area of where you should be aiming.
It's like striking lightning in a dark basement room.
Right.
Someone threw a flashbang in there. Basically.
Okay. I'm gonna play
Flashbang
safe.
of holy light.
I'm just gonna try to shoot the arrow again.
Okay.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do with the
So
melee
you're still
player.
hiding, so it's still just a straight roll, and we'll see what you get.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Come on.
Nope.
Is that a 6?
What's your
It's
total?
a 6, right? And then
Yeah, it's 6.
yeah,
Plus.
yeah, the plus.
Your dexterity.
What's
is
your
range.
dexterity? Okay.
Plus
It's
6, plus your, it should be
That's
plus
10.
6, so it should be 12 total.
12. Okay.
12 hits. That's what you needed to
There
hit.
you go.
Okay, thank God.
Good job.
And now you get to roll damage.
Oh wait. Okay. All
And
right.
we discovered the
So is
AC.
that one's. Which one is that?
That is the D8. It's the two
One of my favorite
triangles
parts
above
of
the
combat is
buttons.
to figure out what the fuck
Yeah.
that thing is. So
And then also where somebody is 5 feet, you
Like using
closer
scanner.
than 5 feet to them, you also get sneak attack damage,
Okay.
so you get to roll a D6 as well.
I'll roll
D6 is the regular.
Nice.
that.
That
Okay.
one, yes.
Nice. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Hell yeah. That's a good arrow.
Was that a
Four.
7?
So add that, those two numbers, and then your dexterity modifier.
Oh,
That's 11,
God.
right? And then.
Plus
Yep.
your dex.
Oh, so that's 15, right?
That's 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Solid
Dude,
hit.
that was a good arrow.
Good job.
So you
Like,
you
oh,
feel
man.
like so Emmy, as you kind of like struggling and you kind of like you kind of take your tail and you're trying to like everything you're using to kind of push off of it and you kind of lift your tail up and as you feel the wind kind of goose
Got my
underneath you
legs
and
on
it
the
just like
wall, just trying to-
and you hear this man like and like shriek out as this arrow kind of just like hits it in one of the eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I got some on my face.
and that was a solid hit. That was 15 total. Sorry.
This is
Yeah.
blood.
Okay.